So hello everyone, in this tutorial I'll be importing our first file in Solidworks and we'll be navigating through it. So uh, as in the last I was working with this particular document. So there are two ways to import your file. For example, if you have been working on that file earlier, then you can just go to recent and import just by clicking here. Otherwise you can click on open and it will take you to your explorer and you can open whatever you want. So let me show you one thing. Now I have two files here. The first one is the assembly and the second one is the part file. So initially I will just go for the part file. You can open any of these using that and click on the file and just open or double click on that. So it will open. Okay, so the file is here. Now let's just learn few basic controls that you will need. So if you just scroll up and scroll down the central wheel of your mouse, it will zoom in and zoom out. So if you want to see a particular section of your geometry, for example, if you want to see the top of this particular cylinder, the hole, then you just place your mouse there and scroll down and it will zoom in at that particular section. So wherever you want to see a part, you just take your cursor over there and scroll up and down and you will see your file. Next is navigating in 3D. So if you want to navigate in 3D, just press the central mouse wheel button, and if you do the left and right, then you can see it moves like this, and if you do it up and down, then you can see the other sides as well. So scroll in, scroll up for zooming in and zooming up, and if you press it and move it in upward or or left or right direction, then you can just move it. Now next is okay, so let's just check out these options which are quite important. Next is the zoom to fit. Okay, when it comes to just click on it, you can see it just brings you to the normal mode. And for example, if you are just here, you stuck here and you want to go back to the normal mode, you just click here and it will take you to the normal mode. And the next option is the zoom to area. And if you want to look at a particular section of the geometry, for example, if I want to look at this particular corner, I just can click and drag and I will have that area. You again go to the back of the area, you rotate it, and for example, if you want to look into this hole, you just click here and just you're there. Okay, the next is a previous view, and it will switch to your previous view whatever you are doing. Next is the cross-section view. Cross-section view is pretty much important in the assemblies and also the parts. What it does, you can cut out some of the part and work on the left part, and you can come back to it anytime. So for example, you can just easily see that I can remove any part, but it is just from the visual point of view. You actually do not delete that. So you can change your plane from here. You can see. Okay, so this is what you can do. You can just, when you are done, for example, you want to work on this particular plane, but when you will try to work on this plane, it will go to the normal, and due to this particular section of the part, you will not be able to work on that. So you wish that this particular section gets hidden, and then you can work on it. So if you want to work on this part and you want to hide this, easily what you can do, you can just rotate your plane and take it here. Now you can see you can work on it, right? So you can work with your cross-section plane just by using these angle handles, using this, or you can put your angles from here, and this is how you can do. And when you're done, just click OK here. Now you can easily work on it, and when you're done, just click. Next is okay, dynamic annotations, which will come later when you will be going for the dimensions. Next is the views. So there are few standard views which we actually work with. For example, if you want to go to the top view, this is top view. You can come to the side view, and you can also work on the 4 tabs at one time. For example, you can see we have all the views, side, front and top. you can work in any of them. When you are done working, then you can just come here and again switch to any normal one, and here you can decide the number of tabs and just you can come to the first one. What kind of view do you want? For example, in Edit there will be no corners, so okay, here you can see the corners comes in, and in this one in Edit there is no corner, there are hidden lines removed. You can apply it, you can just see these lines, and if you want to see the lines of the hole that it passes through, you can switch to this hidden line visible. You can see also see the holes. Hidden lines are in dotted mode. And the next is wireframe. So basically I prefer this shaded with edges mode because it gives a lot of detail. And next is what kind of parts that you want to see and what you don't want to see. Next is the edit appearance. So edit appearance I have already discussed in the last section. When you click on the edit appearance, this particular section comes in. For example, if I want to apply metal, the bronze, so I like this, you just have to put in it and the bronze is applied. It looks pretty cool actually. Now you can also apply, change your color from here, whatever color do you want, or you can just apply the natural one. So I will leave it here. Next is the background that we have accessed here. So few are here that you can see, and if you want more of them, you can just come here and okay, if you want more, then you can come to just easily to the scenes here. You can just apply whatever you want, even like this. Yes. Now the next option is, okay, I will leave it to the default. Next is the few modes like shaded. If you can have a shadow mode, occlusion, perspective, but what happens that you can apply any of these, but these particular views take a lot of computation power. So if you want to fast in your work, then you can just disable all of them. So that's what I do. And then last part of the video is how to export your file. So if you want to export file, go to the file, and yes, if you want to save it as a Solidworks file, as that is the SLDPRT file, you just click on save and it will be saved. Okay, now but if you want to change the format of the file, if you want to save it in formats like IGES files or STL file that we use to 3D print, so you can just select your file. For example, if I want to save it as IGES, you just click on here, name it, and you just click on save. So it will be saved as a IGES file. So this is it. Now you know how to navigate and import and export. So in the next tutorial, I'll be starting the basic sketches.